The rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois is set for July 2025, and I have very mixed opinions on this fight. First off, I've got to give credit to both fighters. Daniel Dubois' redemption arc has been truly inspiring to watch live. Many fans unfairly labelled him a quitter after getting finished by Joe Joyce off a jab back in 2020. It turns out hindsight is 2020 because that jab tagged Dubois' eye, in which the orbital bone was already damaged, and him taking the knee very possibly saved his career and his vision. Whether people think he quit or not is irrelevant because since that defeat, Dubois has rebuilt his image and most recently knocked out one of Britain's most devastating punches in Anthony Joshua. He is now the IBF heavyweight champion and seeks to battle Usyk for undisputed status. Oleksandr Usyk is the best pound-for-pound boxer since Floyd Mayweather and is a first ballot Hall of Famer. What he has achieved in the sport is nothing short of brilliant, becoming undisputed at cruiserweight and at heavyweight, and beating giants like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua not only once but twice. Usyk possesses one of the finest boxing brains, and he's also one of the most likable guys in the sport. I want him to keep winning and eventually achieve a perfect record of 25 wins and 0 losses. I say 25 wins because he's made it clear that when he reaches 40 years old, he will retire from the sport, and we will only see him grace the ring 2 more times, which is why I'm kind of mixed on this Dubois rematch. Usyk has had a decent heavyweight career. I mean, he certainly beat the best of his era, but I feel like it's been wasted on rematches with guys he's already beaten handedly. For example, the Anthony Joshua Usyk rematch just didn't need to happen. Usyk already beat him at 9 rounds to 3 and it was a shutout performance. The rematch was contractual, legally binding. And that's it. AJ did better in the second fight, don't get me wrong, but it's like, even at that stage in Usyk's career, he was getting on a bit in age. Did we really have to sit through Usyk battering AJ again? He could have been fighting a Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, someone new, someone fresh. In regards to the second Tyson Fury fights, I totally understand that rematch. The first fight was very competitive. Usyk had a ton of success in round 9, and I felt that he won the first 3 to 4 rounds and then the final 3 to 4 rounds, but during the mid portion of that fight, it seemed like Fury had his number. There was enough contention to warrant a rematch. The first fight was so good and lived up to the hype because it was ultra competitive, no matter how many rounds you scored for Usyk or Fury. A second fight made sense off the back of how close Usyk vs Fury 1 was. Now in 2025, they're putting on the Usyk vs Dubois rematch, and it's like fucking hell, 3 out of his 8 heavyweight bouts are going to be rematches. When Usyk fought Daniel the first time, he dominated every single round and finished him pretty easily. I know Daniel is a different fighter now, but I don't think the second fight is gonna be much different. Now the big narrative going into this rematch is the low blow controversy, which has become way too fucking overblown in my opinion. I think it was borderline a low blow and the ref called it as such. I don't believe Usyk conditioned the ref to think it was a low blow, Usyk was acting, or any of that nonsense. The ref called it a low blow, Usyk used that time to recover and then finish Dubois. I think it would have been a way bigger issue if Daniel dropped Usyk like he did, the ref called it a low blow and disregarded it as a knockdown, and then the fight went to a close 1-point difference decision where Usyk was declared the winner. Similar to the whole Tank vs Roach debacle. But that didn't happen, and it's like, dude, Usyk finished him inside 9 rounds. Also, keep in mind that below the belt doesn't necessarily mean a nut shot. Even if Dubois didn't directly hit Usyk in the nuts, the ref instructed both fighters on where the belt line was and refed accordingly. Who's to say that even if that knockdown counted and Usyk was given the 10 count, he wouldn't get up from the shot? Who knows? Who cares? I think the debate has run its course and was boring even way back in 2023 to be honest. But it's what Queensberry is hinging the rematch's entire promotion on, so I guess we're going to keep hearing about it. I may be in the minority, but the main appeal for this rematch is the prospect of Usyk being two-time undisputed, not the low blow. This rematch is happening more so due to Dubois having the IBF title than any desire for Usyk to set the record straight in quotes. The initial Usyk-Dubois fight isn't the black mark on Usyk's resume like some people like to make out in my opinion. It might not have been his best performance even. Usyk kinda looked a bit flat during that fight, but it's like number 1, he beat Dubois every single round, and 2, the ring was soaking wet and both fighters were slipping around the place. For a big mover like Usyk, that's super detrimental, and he still found a way to negate Dubois' offense. Oh, and let's say Usyk retired without ever fighting Dubois again. The low blow thing doesn't necessarily form question marks regarding his heavyweight legacy, because Usyk beat him handedly before and after the low blow happened. Anyway, do I think this rematch is unnecessary? If Dubois didn't have the belts, absolutely. I think it sucks that Usyk's second to last fight is wasted on a rematch fighting a guy he already outboxed and will do again, but whatever. I just hope that Usyk's management can find a unique and interesting final opponent for him to face. I've been saying this for a long time, but Jayo Bataille in an undisputed heavyweight bout fits that bill. I'll be watching Usyk vs Dubois too, without a doubt, because both fighters are entertaining to watch, but I'm definitely not swept up in any sort of hype. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you down the road.